The Chamber of Commerce says Grand Bahamas small business sector is vital to the economy. A leader in the Haitian community addressing the upcoming illegal migrant deadline. And Mary Star Academy welcoming a special guest.
The Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition starts now.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening all. I'm Megan Shepard. It's so great to have you with us. Topping the news, the Grand Bahama Chamber of Commerce is weighing in on the concerns facing the small business community on Grand Bahama. Small business owners are up in arms over increased fees and have called on the government to intervene. As Italia Hall reports, the president of the Chamber of Commerce is commending the government for taking a proactive approach in this issue.
Small businesses have been asking the government to relax some of the fees recently implemented by the Customs Department. Local parliamentarians called a special meeting recently with business owners to engage in dialogue. A large crowd showed up for that meeting, including the president of the Grand Bahama Chamber of Commerce, Mick Holdings. However, he was not able to be a part of that meeting, but he says he thinks the importance of the issue was demonstrated by the amount of persons that showed up.
From what I understand, people were starting to arrive at 5:30 for a 7 o'clock meeting, but they were restricted on numbers because of fire regulations, and I think we have to respect that. And when I arrived there were probably 40, 50, 60 people also wanting to get in.
The president says he hopes that another meeting will be held soon.
All those persons that couldn't get in on Friday evening will get the opportunity to go and hear the same things and to ask their own questions. It must have been a good meeting because I understand it went on till about 10:15, and that's over 3 hours, and that's a long time for a meeting. So clearly there were important things that were presented and discussed. So I think it's very important for the Office of the Prime Minister to hold a second meeting very soon. And certainly all of the people that were outside that evening left their names and telephone numbers to be contacted when a further meeting is convened.
He says that he was out of the country and the purpose of attending the meeting was to learn what the issue was all about, adding that the small business sector in Grand Bahama is vital.
Whilst large businesses are important, most economies, successful economies, are based around small businesses. So whatever the issues, I think it's important to listen to those concerns, and it's important to address those concerns.
Italia Hall, ZNS Network News.
And this just in, the nation's leader and acting Minister of Finance has requested that customs go back to their original agreement. A leader in the Haitian community giving his take on recent statements made in Parliament by the nation's leader. Last week, Prime Minister Dr. the Honorable Hubert Minnis advised that all illegal migrants in the Bahamas have until December 31st to leave the country, after which they would be aggressively pursued and deported. That announcement has been commended by a local human rights group called Rights Bahamas. Tonight, a noted activist is chiming in as well. Haitian Bahamian resident Bolivar Gustave says that as Prime Minister, Dr. Minnis has a great responsibility to clean up his country for the betterment of its citizens. He says that while there are some negatives to this statement, he also believes that regularizing Haitians could ease some burden on the government.
Every year, repatriation, only for them to coming back again. So how much do we make? Nothing. The problem is still here. I think regularize those that are eligible to be regularized would have been a good help, because a lot of them would leave, go somewhere, and that's less for the Bahamas.
Gustave adds that he believes that Haitians could be of benefit when it comes to the farming and agricultural industry. He says that the Bahamas has a vast amount of vacant land that could be utilized to the benefit of this entire country.
For every government of the Bahamas is that they never utilize the Haitian the way the Haitian have been used in the Bahamas, such as they are the best farmer in the world, I could say. Because I grew up in Haiti, I know. The Bahamas could have fit itself through Haitians, save so much money through Haitian, make the country a healthy nation through Haitian, but no government never see the good part of the Haitian. and they never use that good part of the Haitian. If you have a healthy nation, you will have less doctors and less hospital. We buying food, billions of dollars of food, that we could have been at least save a half of those money, and we generate that money in infrastructure and all kind of stuff. And what do we buy? Cancer.
Gustave also notes the tremendous financial burden of constant repatriations. He says that he believes that the government should consider seeking international assistance if they have not already done so.
It's about time the Bahamas should call the United Nations or the International Committee for Refugees and let them know, yes, we have enough. We need help. Because all the repatriation money shouldn't come off the Bahamas pocket while we have an International Committee for Refugees doing what? They could help too. But have they ever? Maybe. Is the Bahamas ever asked them to? Those are part of my suggestions. So hope that somebody take it in consideration.
The Passport Office Freeport advising that all persons who currently hold valid e-passports and wish to upgrade to the new e-passports can now do so. Applicants must provide a photo with a completed application form and a $50 fee for regular passports. That is for those 15 and a half years older, and $25 for a child's passport, that is infant to 15 years of age. Additionally, if passports are needed urgently, there is a $200 rush fee to be paid in addition to regular fees. Now, if you do not have a valid passport, you are also encouraged to apply at this time between the hours of 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday at the Passport Office, second floor of the Cornelius A. Smith Building on the Mall Drive. The Junior Achievement Program, a youth development initiative with a global reach, is continuing its mandate here in Grand Bahama. Our Sabrina Brown has the details.
Over 300 young people are a part of the Junior Achievement Program on Grand Bahama this new season. During an orientation ceremony, the Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture, the Honorable Michael Pintard, told the achievers not to limit themselves, as they have the ability to influence the world.
So as you cultivate great minds, please appreciate that you have a unique identity that could put you on the world stage. In other words, it's okay. I love me some reggae. I love me some rap. But I also love the unique Bahamian voice and what we could produce. And I'm suggesting to you, as you sit in your companies, begin to think about things that you could produce that can change the way the rest of the world looks at the Bahamas.
The minister reminded the aspiring entrepreneurs that 80 cents of every dollar in the Bahamas is spent importing goods that we consume. He noted that this generation of junior achievers can change that by creating products and services locally.
The only way Grand Bahama economy is going to rebound, the only way the Bahamas is going to grow, is if we take less of our dollar sending it out of the country. So it would be good if you could move it to 70 cents going out, no, 60 cents going out, or maybe 50 cents going out of the country. So the candles that we use, the soaps that we use, the matches that we use, the mattresses that you sleep on, these are items we can manufacture right here in the Bahamas.
Grand Bahamas Program Manager Ron Dame says JA has helped many Bahamians to become successful in their various careers.
We can see former students who came through the program now doing their own business. They're outstanding entrepreneurs from the whole spectrum of disciplines, from doctor to lawyer to engineers to teachers to mechanics to the whole spectrum.
Executive Director of JA Bahamas, Philip Simon, believes the program continues to make a significant impact among the youth.
It's probably the #1 youth development program in the world. Certainly it is in the Bahamas. And after nearly 40 years, we have tens of thousands of people who have gone through the program, whose lives have been transformed from the shell that they would have come into to the business skills that they would have learned, the friends that they have taken with them throughout life. It's just a really powerful youth development program.
Sabrina Brown, ZNS Network News.
Stay with us. The Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition continues in just a moment.